Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Today, inshallah, is the 15th of September 2020, and we are still with Module 4, Unit 11, period number 17, and today's lesson is about expository essay writing. Of course, we have studied before how to write an argumentative essay. And today we are going to deal with the expository essay writing, as we are asked to know both of them this semester. So, before we start writing our today's essay, what can you see in the picture on the left?
Teacher?
Yes.
Teacher, can I speak?
Okay, go ahead, Khalid.
I can see an astronaut.
Excellent. You can see an astronaut. What is he doing?
He is the waving.
Space.
Yes, he is in the space. He is waving to us. So he isn't on Earth. So astronauts' work is always in space, right? Okay. So let me ask you a question. Why do astronauts go to space?
To do several experiments.
Excellent. To do several experiments. Can't they do these experiments on Earth?
No, they can't.
No, they can't. Excellent. So the main work of astronauts is to do some experiments which aren't allowed to be done on Earth, or which they can't do on Earth. Excellent. What else can they do in space?
Discover new planets.
Discover new planets. What else?
To take information.
To take information about what? Muhammad, right? Muhammad Mazid? طلال. تفضل. Excellent. تفضل طلال. Go ahead.
About space.
About space. So they go to do experiments which aren't allowed to be done on Earth. They try to discover new planets, and at the same time they want to discover space which is around the Earth, right?
Right.
Okay. Is it important to discover new planets rather than the Earth?
Yes.
Why? What benefit do you get if you study new planets rather than the Earth?
You can find new habitats or new creatures.
Excellent. You can find new worlds which can be found in other planets. Okay, the last question before I shift to the next slide. Did they find any kind of life in any or on any other planets which are around the Earth?
No, they didn't find.
No.
No.
Yeah.
Yes? They couldn't find any kind or any sort of life on any other planet which is around, or which on any other planets which are around the Earth. Okay, now let's move to the next slide. What is space technology? Of course, as you see, this is an astronaut, and he is sharing in the space technology, or in the space technology experiments. What is space technology? Let me define it for you. Okay? Space technology is technology which is developed by space science. So, as you know that there are some sciences like physics, biology, chemistry, mathematics. Also, there is a kind of science which is called space science, or the aerospace industry, for use in space flight, satellites, or space exploration. So if I speak about space technology, I don't only mean that I'm speaking about astronauts or space discoveries. I speak about the science itself, which is concerned with space technology, space industry, satellites, space flights, or space exploration. Okay? Now let's move to the next question, and this is a question for you. Why is space technology important? What does space technology carry for us? Carry for our life? It has made our life what? Or our daily life what? Yes, go ahead.
To
easier,
make it easier خلاص.
Easier. Excellent. Excellent. What else?
more comfortable,
Excellent. More comfortable. What else?
And gathered information.
Information. Space technology gave us information. So it has made our life easier, more comfortable, faster also, right? Why? Because if you look at space technology, you will find that space technology gave us or told us or helped us to know more about some scientific discoveries or some discoveries like satellite Wi-Fi discoveries, like the aeroplane development, so that made our life faster, easier, and more comfortable. Also, it has helped in, as I told you, it has helped in developing wireless technology. If you want to ask me how did it develop the wireless technology, I will tell you that wireless technology was only made, or in the beginning it was made to form a kind of contact between people on Earth and those astronauts who were sent in the outer space. So wireless technology was originally made for people who are going into space to have a sort of connection with other scientists on Earth. Also, the aircraft development. Can you tell me how did space technology help in the aircraft development? Do you have any idea about this?
Made the engines quieter.
Excellent. It made or it helped to make the engines of the aircraft quieter. Okay, what else?
Lower fuel consumption.
Excellent. Lower fuel consumption. Muhammad Mazyad, right?
Yes, right.
Yes, excellent, Muhammad. So it helps.
Teacher, can I say
Yes,
it helps our progress on Earth?
it helped to make progress on Earth. Excellent. What else? In the
Teacher, can I
aircraft-
say send me to the street or location?
Send you to what?
Location.
To further locations. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Here I aim at the aircraft development. You know that the aircrafts have very large engines, and these engines make a loud noise when they go, or when they fly, and when they land. The development of space technology helped in making some sort of development to these engines to make them quieter when they go, or when they fly, and when they land. At the same time, if you look at the shuttle which is sent to space, it uses a lot of fuel, but this fuel must be sufficient for the whole flight or the whole visit. So this also helped spacecrafts to use lower, or to have lower consumption of fuel, and this helped in the aircraft development at the same time. Okay, now let's move to our topic today. As I told you in the beginning, we are going to deal with the expository essay, and to be live with this idea, I set a topic in order to deal with it in our lesson today. Plan and write an essay of 4 paragraphs, and as you know that the essay you are asked to write is always 4 paragraphs, 14 sentences or 160 words about space technology, discussing the advances achieved. This is the first thing you are going to deal with, about the advances achieved in the field recently and its benefits to humanity. So, first of all, if you are going to deal with expository essay, you must know that your essay must have some facts, some statistics, and things which aren't from your imagination. you must be sure that all the ideas and all the pieces of information mentioned in your essay must be completely true. Okay? So the expository essay sets some or exposes some facts about the topic you are asked to write in. What type of essay writing is this topic? Plan and write an essay of 4 paragraphs, 14 sentences about space technology, discussing the advances achieved in this field recently and its benefits to humanity. If I give you some choices, you have to stress that I ask you to write about space technology, the advances or discussing the advances, and the benefits of space technology. I will give you some choices. Is this essay descriptive or argumentative or expository or persuasive?
Expository.
Expository. Huh? Expository. Yes. Does any one of you have another answer? Does any one of you think that this is going to be a descriptive essay or argumentative or persuasive, for example? Or all of you think that it is expository?
I think it's argumentative.
You think that it is argumentative? Expository. Okay, let's have some differences between argumentative essay and expository essay. If you are going to write an argumentative essay, you are going to deal with 2 contradictory ideas or 2 contradictory kinds of people or 2 contradictory groups of people. One of them thinks that space technology is good for humanity, and the other part or the other group think that it is not important. So one of them think it is important and one of them think it is not important. So there is a sort of argument. Argument means jadal or niqash between those 2 groups. Khalid, can you find that there is any argument in this topic we have?
No, I think
no.
not.
So it is what? It is argumentative or
I think it's better to keep it expository.
Excellent. So it is better to write it in expository style. Thank you very much. So all of you think that it is expository, right? Now,
yes.
Let's discuss the rubrics of an essay writing. If you are going to write an essay, what are the rubrics? What are the rules? How are you graded if you are going to write an essay? Let's see. Of course, when you write an essay or when you start writing an essay in an exam or something like that, you can find that there is a table which explains what are the grades of each item. Number 1, the essay must be not less than 14 sentences. So if you write less than 14 sentences, you are not graded the full mark. And these 14 sentences must be, in average, 160 words. Then, about the outlining, it is graded 20 marks. And the outlining, as you know, consists of 3 main components. Can you mention what are they? Number 1.
Introduction.
Excellent. Introduction.
Body.
Then
Body 1, body 2.
Body 1, body 2.
And conclusion.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Now, so if you are going to write an outline, you must include introduction, body, which includes paragraph 1, paragraph 2, and the conclusion. And at last, the essay, as I told you, also must include 4 paragraphs. Number 1, an introductory paragraph, introduction. Then the 2 body paragraphs. So now I have 3 paragraphs, and the last one is the conclusion. The last one is the conclusion. So if you count down 20 plus 100, it will give you 120 marks, which is the final mark or the total mark of the essay. Now let's see. The outline is 20 marks. So if you write a good, well-written outline with all its required components, you will take 20 out of 20. Then the 70 marks is dealing with the exposition of ideas, paragraphing, and number of sentences. So if you expose your ideas well and you write 4 paragraphs with the full number of sentences, you will be graded 70 out of 70. Then 20 marks are given for the spelling and the grammar. So if your spelling and the grammar is perfect, you will take 20 out of 20. And if you have any mistakes, you will lose some of these 20 marks. Then 10 marks are given for the handwriting, spacing, and punctuation. If your handwriting is perfect, you leave a space in the beginning of each paragraph, and your punctuation is perfect also with no mistakes, you will be graded 10. Then 30 marks are taken out if you change the format. For example, if I ask you to write 4 paragraphs and you write only 1 paragraph, or if you write it as a letter, or if you write it as an email, you will lose 30 marks out of the 120, which is the total mark. Then 0 is taken or is graded if you write in a different topic rather than the topic required. So if I ask you to write, for example, about space exploration and you write about life in the village, you will be graded 0 because this is off-point topic. And the last thing is the total mark, and as I told you before, the total mark is 120. Am I understood? Do you have any problems with understanding what I have explained before? Or everything?
No, we haven't.
Understood.
Everything is clear, teacher.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Now let's move to the outline. And the outline, as I told you, is the first thing you have to think about. The outline, as I told you, consists of 3 parts or 3 components. The first component is the hook. And we'll explain each one alone after that. The second thing is the thesis statement. And the last component is the topic sentence. So if you are going to write an outline, your outline must be or must have 3 main components: the hook, the thesis statement, and the topic sentence. And this tells you that your introductory paragraph will consist of 3 sentences. Okay? The first one is the hook, and the second one is the thesis, and the third one is the topic sentence. Now let's move to each one, or let's explain each one alone. And let's start with the hook. What is the hook? Can you tell me? What can the hook
Quote.
be? A quote.
A quote
Excellent.
or a question.
Question.
Question. Excellent. What else?
Information.
Information. Yes, I am with you. But is it a normal information?
A shocking information.
Excellent. Excellent. It must be a shocking information, which makes the reader be shocked when he reads it. When he reads it. Right? Okay. So it could be, number 1, a question. سؤال. Number 2, a quotation or a quote. Someone said this quotation before, like, for example, an old saying, like, for example, something which a wise man or a wise woman said once, like, a friend indeed is a friend, a friend in need is a friend indeed. This is a quotation. You can start with it. Or the last thing, as you told me, that it is a surprising fact or statistic, which makes the reader be surprised or shocked. And that pushes him to complete reading your essay in order to know more information about what you have written. So your essay must start with a hook. Then your first sentence sets the tone for the whole essay. So spend some time on writing an effective hook. Why? Because if you write a normal hook or a normal sentence which can start your essay, that will give a monotonous expression or a monotonous reaction from the one who is reading, and he will not be able to complete your essay. So your hook must be surprising or catchy, as I told. Catchy means جاذب للأنظار. Okay? Now, start with something clear and catchy and make sure it is directly relevant to what follows. So don't write a hook about something and speak and write about other things after that. This is the first point. Do you have any problems or any questions about the hook before I shift to another part?
No, everything is clear.
No.
So if anything is clear, I want you to set a suitable hook for the topic I have told you about. Of course, you are going to speak about space technology and its benefits. Okay, so please, can you give me some examples of the hook you are going to write about or you are going to start your essay with?
Teacher,
Yes.
do you know that technology made life easy?
Space technology, you mean, right?
Right.
Excellent. Do you know that space technology has made our life easier? Excellent. Your name, please?
Talal.
Talal Mubarak. Thank you very much, Talal. What else? This is a question. I want someone to tell me a quotation or a surprising fact or a statistic.
أستاذ
Yes.
أقدر أقول a recent study shows بعدين أقول الفاكت.
Excellent. Go ahead, Muhammad. A recent study.
أقول مثلا a recent study shows that traveling to outer space is easier 70% by 70% in the last 10 years.
Excellent. Excellent, Muhammad. A recent study has mentioned that traveling to space is or has become 70% easier in the last 10 years. Thank you very much, Muhammad. It is a surprising fact or statistic, right?
Teacher.
Yes.
Can I say?
Yes.
Can I say? Did you know what space technology could do?
Excellent. It is a question. Do you know
Yes.
what space technology can help or can do? Thank you very much. So these are all...
Teacher, I have
Yes,
another
go ahead,
one.
Khalid. Another one.
Unfortunately, more and more people are did know about space technology.
Excellent. Unfortunately, more and more people don't know about the outer space. Excellent.
Teacher.
It is also a surprise.
I have another example, teacher.
Okay, go ahead.
However, do you know how many of planets we have in our galaxy?
Excellent. Do you know how many planets do we have in our galaxy? Your name, please.
Sultan.
Sultan.
Teacher.
Thank you very much, Sultan. Yes.
I have a quote.
You have a
across across the sea of space, the stars are other suns.
Excellent. Across the sea of space, stars are other suns. Thank you very much. It is an excellent quotation. Your name, please.
Falah.
Falah. Thank you very much, Falah. Thank you very much. It is an excellent quotation. Okay, now let's move to the thesis statement. And it is our second component of the introduction. Thesis statement should be or should include the writer's position. And it should include the plan of development. And it should be one sentence. Some people make some mistakes to write the thesis statement into two parts or two sentences or two statements. The thesis statement should include your position of the topic you are going to speak about. And at the same time, it should include the plan of development. What are you going to do? How are you going to develop your ideas? And at the same time, it should be one sentence. Okay? The last component is the topic sentence. And I want to stress on the topic sentence, because the topic sentence explains, or it is your gate to the readers that explains what you are going to write about or what you are going to do in the whole essay. So why are you writing this essay? This is the answer, or the answer of this question will be in the topic. Why am I writing this essay? And so I gave you an example, which is, for example, in this essay, I am going to write about, for example, about space technology, or about the development or the benefits of space technology and its effect on people on Earth. So also the topic sentence should be only one sentence. So here I have three main sentences in the introduction. Number one, the hook. Number two, the thesis statement. And number three, the topic sentence. All in all, there are three. And these three sentences are the pillar or the main pillar of our essay, which is going to be built over them afterwards. Okay, now we have finished our introduction. Do you have any questions or any ideas or suggestions about our introduction?
No, it's clear.
No, teacher.
Okay,
Thank you.
it's clear. Huh?
Yes,
Is it clear?
it is clear.
Okay, thank you very much. Now let's move to what? To the body. And the body paragraphs are 4 or 6? Huh? The body paragraphs.
6.
6 paragraphs? 6 body paragraphs?
No, 4.
Huh? 4 body paragraphs? Do you have another
Two
answer?
start.
No, two.
2. 2. They are 2. I made you make mistakes. Huh? They are only 2 paragraphs. As I told you, the body paragraphs are only 2. And they are body paragraph 1 and body paragraph 2. They are not 4 and they are not 6, right? They are only 2. Body paragraph 1 consists of topic sentence, which starts your body paragraph, and then the supporting details of this topic. So, for example, if you are going to speak about the benefits of space technology in the first paragraph, you say that there are many benefits of space technology. This is a topic sentence. And then the supporting details are the details or the sentences in which you are going to explain this topic. Then the body paragraph 2 has the same components. Also, you are going to mention a topic sentence, and then you are going to mention supporting details in which you are going to explain the whole things or the whole ideas mentioned in the topic sentence in supporting details. Now, the last thing is a conclusion. And I always regard the essay as a present. You are going to present it to the reader. زي الهدية. And every present must have a quote or something which makes it more beautiful. And the thing which makes your essay more beautiful is the conclusion. So don't give it away or don't leave it without any interest. Your conclusion is the last impression you are going to leave with the reader. So the conclusion is wrapping up your essay. It wraps up your essay. If you are going, for example, to a presents shop and you are asking the worker there to give you a present for someone who is very dear to you, you will not take it in a normal bag. You will take it in a colorful bag, and you will put it in a coat, in a beautiful coat to let it be more beautiful. In this case, this is conclusion which wraps up your essay. Also, it is what you will leave with your reader. So the reader will mostly remember what is the last thing he has read. هيتذكر فقط اللي هو يعني معظم اللي قرأه هيتذكر آخر شيء قرأه. Okay, so if you wanted to leave a good impression with your reader, write a good, well-built and well-written conclusion. Number 3, it shows what you have proved, or it shows how you have proved your thesis. If you prove your thesis well, you will write a good conclusion because everything is built over another thing. So the introduction leads to the body paragraph 1, and the body paragraph 1 leads to body paragraph 2, and all of these things lead to the conclusion at the end. Number D, it provides the reader with the sense of closure on the topic. So if you are going to write something, don't leave the reader away and go away, say goodbye suddenly. No, you have to write a good conclusion in order to give him a sense of closure on the topic. Also, it demonstrates to the reader that you have accomplished what you have set out to do. And it tells the reader that you have done everything you can do to prove or to write about the topic he has given to you to write about. Okay? Now, let's discuss the steps of writing or of the writing process. Now, I have finished everything about the outlining. If you write an outline in a perfect way, as I told you, you get the full mark without any discussion. Okay, now I am shifting to the second most important thing in writing the essay, which are the steps of the writing process. خطوات الكتابة. Okay, number one, and the key to the door, as I tell you, it is the key to the door. Number one is pre-writing. Before you write, you have to make sure that you understand the topic. So don't read the first line and then start writing and reading. No, you have to make sure that you understand the topic well, because if you understand the topic, you will be able to write in it. But if you take some things or some pieces, small pieces of information and start writing, you will definitely make mistakes. So the first thing you have to be aware is the pre-writing process. Number two is the brainstorming. And if you are going to brainstorm, you have to think of some information or ideas about the topic you are going to write about. And this is what we are going to deal with in the next stage or in the next slide. Brainstorming. Brainstorming, which makes you ready to write information or ideas about the thing or about the topic you are going to write about. Number three, drafting. Don't be fast. Nothing is going around you or is going to chase you. You have the time. And your draft is a key or the first step to your final copy. If you don't write a draft, your final copy will be full of mistakes. So write first a draft. Write the first draft and then your final copy. Revising. And revising deals with the draft. You wrote the draft. You have already written the draft. And then you are going to revise it to make it better, to delete the mistakes, to correct your style of writing, to add more conjunctions or linkers, to change a word which is repeated. This is what we call revising. And the last thing, editing and proofreading. Make sure the meaning and the ideas are conveyed in the best possible way. So if you have a better style or a better way in writing, you can edit it or proofread in this stage. And let's start with the brainstorming. Brainstorming, which means in Arabic العصف الذهني. You suggest any word or idea or a phrase which is related to space technology. Now, I will leave you for 2 minutes time to try to find out any word, any idea, or any piece of information, any phrase which deals with space technology. You have 2 minutes time to do this. I will switch off my camera and I will mute my microphone and I will leave you to think well or to try to think about any word which is related to this topic. You have 2 minutes time. I will be back. Okay? See you after 2 minutes. I have come back. Huh. Are you still with me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
Okay, شباب. Okay. Now let's go back to our brainstorming process. And I want you to dictate me. Give me some pieces of information about space technology, and I will let it be easier for you. Just a minute, please. I will return back to our topic, to the slide of our topic, in order to make it easier for you. Just a minute. هرجع تاني للشريحة اللي هي فيها التوبيك. Just a minute. Yes, advances achieved. Advances achieved. I want to speak about the advances achieved in the field of space technology. What are the advances achieved? Number one.
Teacher.
Yes.
Space technology has improved our technical industry.
Excellent. So I can't write it in a whole sentence. So I can say improving our technical industry. Thanks. Thank you very much. Number two, what else?
Teacher.
Yes.
A GPS system really on satellite.
Okay, GPS system. What else?
Wi-Fi.
Wear something. The war. I want you to beware something. You are going to speak also about benefits to humanity. So I want to speak about advances achieved here. Advances achieved on the left. Advances achieved. What else?
Biotechnology.
Traveling to moon.
Traveling to moon. Yes. What else?
Satellite.
Satellite. What else? Muhammad Maziad was going to say something.
Biotechnology.
Biotechnology. Improvement. Okay.
Wireless technology.
Wireless technology is one of the benefits. So I can say here, or I can write here, wireless technology. What else?
Teacher, International Space Station.
International Space Station. Excellent. International Space Station. Yes.
Spacecraft have visited all the known planets in our solar system.
Spacecrafts, again, please, Khalid.
Spacecraft have visited all the known planets in our solar system.
Yes. So you can say visiting the known planets in the solar system. Right? Okay. That's enough for the advances. Now I want to shift or to move to the benefits to the humanity. We said wireless technology. What else?
Clean energy.
Clean energy. Excellent.
Solar
like what?
panels.
Solar panels.
Solar panels.
Like solar panels. What else?
Improving planes.
Improving aircrafts or planes. Sorry. Excellent. What else?
And navigation.
Navigation.
Yes.
Okay.
Weather forecasting.
Gravity.
Weather forecasting. Excellent. Weather forecasting. تنبؤ بالأحوال الجوية.
strange gravity.
Gravity?
Yeah.
Yes. What about gravity?
Where?
Yes.
Or strange.
So you can say it in the sense of, for example, getting over gravity problems, right? Huh? Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. That's enough. That's a very important stage that you must use before writing an essay, which is the brainstorming. Now let's move to the next slide. Okay, classify your ideas. We have classified them. Now I want to write an introduction, and I will write it with the help of you. Introduction. As I told you, the first thing is hook. Okay, please, I want the quotation again. Huh. Who told me the quotation? Who told me the quotation?
Me, teacher.
Shocking fact.
Yes. Huh?
Across the sea of space, the
Across
stars are other suns.
the sea of space, the stars
are other suns.
Thank you very much. Of course, all the hook items which were said are excellent, but it is the first thing or the first time I think that we have used a quotation as a hook. So that's why I give due importance to it. But all the hook items that were said are excellent, of course. Thank you very much. Now I want someone to tell me the thesis. What are you going to speak about?
I'm going to write space technology.
Yes, space technology. What did it do? Was space technology
has made great achievement.
Great improvements, for example?
Impact.
Daily life activities.
In our daily life activities. Okay, it is a very good thesis statement. Okay, now let's move to the topic. Sentence. What is it going to be about? Or I, in this essay, I'm going
to write about space technology.
To write about space technology and its benefits
on humanity.
Thank you very much. Now, topic sentence of body paragraph 1. Number 1, you will write about what? Advances. Yes. So, what can we write as a topic sentence for the advances?
There are many advances.
Yes, there are many advances. You speak about facts. So, what about writing there have been? Because if you use the present perfect, لو بتستخدم المضارع التام, that means that these advances have started in the past and they are continuing to happen in the present. And these advances didn't stop, right? So there have been many advances in the field of space technology, right?
Right.
Okay. What are the supporting details? We have just mentioned them. Like what? What are the advances?
GPS system.
GPS systems. Okay.
Quieter engines.
Visiting other planets.
Biotechnology.
Biotechnology. Biotechnology was what? Was where? In this topic, or for the benefits of people?
No, benefits for the people.
Benefits. So they will be for what? They will be in body paragraph 2. Okay. So visiting other planets. Huh? What else?
Make the engines quieter.
Also, it is from the benefits. This is a benefit. فائدة أو شيء استفاد منه الإنسان. I'm speaking about the advances themselves.
Doing experiments on planet.
Doing experiments on planets.
Experiments. Teacher. Settlements.
Settlements. You mean what?
Settlement. Yeah. Settlement.
Yes, settlements. Settlements. Okay.
Or exploring stuff.
Exploring. Yes. Just a minute. Exploring.
Exploring the universe.
The universe. Okay, that's enough. Now let's move to topic 2. Topic 2, or topic for the body paragraph 2, which is going to speak about what? The benefits. Okay, so how can I start with a topic sentence which is relevant to the topic we are speaking about? What can I write?
There are many benefits of space technology.
Benefits of space technology on humanity. Okay. We use many. يعني if you look at the first topic, you will find many. And in the second topic, you will find many. So you can say here what? Numerous. Yes, or numerous. Yes, innumerable or numerous. And they have the same meaning, but different styles of expressing your ideas. Okay? Now, let's move to supporting details. What can we start with?
First one, wireless technology.
Wireless technology. Yes.
Clean energy.
Clean energy. Yes.
Weather forecasting.
Weather forecasting.
Satellites.
Satellites what? TV satellites or satellites for TV, right?
Yeah.
For TV and radio. Okay, that's enough. Now let's move to the conclusion. The conclusion should, as I told you, should wrap up your whole essay. So, what can you write in it?
Teacher?
Yes, go ahead, Salman.
There are many advances and benefits of space technology in humanity. Okay.
Let's start with the word finally. Okay? Or to sum up, or to summarize, or to finalize, or last but not least. Any of these words or all of these words are required to be used to be as linkers. Linkers يعني روابط. Okay? So finally, from the above discussion or written essay, we have come to a conclusion that space technology has a huge, instead of many, You can say a huge impact, for example. A huge impact on all humans on Earth. It is enough to write only one sentence in the conclusion in what? In the outline. But if you are going to write an essay, you have to expand, توسع, or to write this sentence to make it 3 or 4 in order to be a whole concluding paragraph. Okay? Now, what language expressions should we use in an expository piece of writing? If you are going to use some language expressions, you have to use the expression of giving information, like in fact, indeed, as a matter of fact, undoubtedly. A lot of people think that in my own opinion, yes, if you are giving examples or giving opinion or giving explanation, for example, for instance, a lot of people say that all these expressions must be used in an expository piece of writing. Now, what linkers, روابط, you are going to use? There are many linkers that should be used in an expository essay writing. For example, like first, second, third, fourth, finally. These are words that are used to link the sentences with each other to make it a coherent piece of writing or essay writing. Also, you can use some other words like in addition, moreover, furthermore, finally, besides, also. For example, all these linkers or words are used to fortify your piece of writing, to make it one unity or one unit, okay, to make it coherent, مترابطة. And at last, you can find a great present, هدية رائعة, for the one who is going to read your essay. Of course, after writing our outline today, we are not going to complete writing the composition because each one of you has his own style of writing. So I will give you this chance to write. Anyone who finishes his drafting and proofreading can send me his essay writing on Teams, on my channel on Teams, and I will revise it and tell him about all my remarks, which are, inshallah, they will not be much or they will not be many because all of you are excellent students. And after training to write your outline, try to write your essay as I told you and send it to me on my Teams account to revise. Before reading or before writing your essay, you can make use of the following link. Try to watch the video on this link on YouTube. You will find a video made by CNN about the benefits of space technology. So you can watch it before you write because you will make much use and you will have a lot of benefits if you watch it before you write. Now we have come to the end of our lesson for today. Thank you very much for your attending and thank you very much for maintaining your experiences and giving me all your opinions about this topic. I hope you have understood everything we have explained today, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in life, inshallah, because it is the end of our scholastic year. Inshallah, bi'Iznillah, I hope you are all get what you like and what you hope to get. My best wishes for you all, and I don't accept any one of you. You are all my dear sons and you are all my dear students, and it was my honor to teach you this year and last year's. See you inshallah ala khair, and thank you very much for attending the lesson again. See you next time inshallah.
See you next time, teacher. Thank you.